This is one of the most outrageous breaches of free speech that I have ever seen. In the United Kingdom, a woman was convicted of hate speech-related hate crime charges after she called her attacker the F word in a private text message. Watch my video all about it. And this is just one case out of an alarming trend sweeping Europe, where victims of crimes are penalized for using offensive language concerning their attackers.
British woman who was the victim of a serious assault that left her hospitalised has now been convicted of a hate crime because she used the F word, a homophobic slur, to describe her alleged attacker. The mother of four, Elizabeth Keeney, was charged and has now pled guilty to causing to be sent by public communication network an offensive, indecent, obscene or menacing message. She's been handed a 12-month community order and she has requirements to undertake 72 hours of unpaid work and 10 days of rehabilitation activity. I mean, this just on the face of it looks so utterly absurd. And this text message was sent to a friend who then dobbed her in.
Who was convicted over her text messages, joins me in the studio now. Elizabeth, thank you for coming in and joining us today for this debate. Just first of all, just to clear up exactly what happened to you, explain to me and the viewers what went down.
I was assaulted by a male acquaintance. And
physically or sexually?
Physically.
Physically.
Physically. It wasn't my ex-partner. It was a friend, like a group of friends. The female acquaintance that basically, she basically was getting jealous over me because she started seeing my ex-partner. So she was trying to cause trouble for me, which ended up resulting in me getting attacked. After that, obviously, I went to the hospital and I sent her messages and pictures of my injuries, just to prove like what she'd caused. And obviously, I was very upset at the time.
So you sent her a load of messages. I mean, would you categorise them as abusive, highly abusive? It
was more just to pointing to the fact that what had happened to me. I only just sent her pictures of my injuries, and obviously said like, why would you cause this much trouble for me and stuff, and make up lies, and like, which now resulted in me being attacked. And
she then reported you.
Yeah.
For what she said were harassing messages.
Yeah, it was a 5-minute period of time when I just.
How did you feel when the police contacted you?
Well, I was shocked. I didn't expect that. I mean,
because these are private text messages.
This is especially concerning as these are private text messages. When the government is allowed to intrude upon our communications and charge you with hate crimes for using the F word, what has the world come to?
Yeah, I'd left my front door open. I was waiting for my dad to come to the house. I was actually in the bath.
And 11
they opened the door themselves.
And just came in?
And came in.
And you're in the bath?
Yeah.
And what do they say to you?
Well, I heard my name, which was one female out of the lot of them.
And 10 male officers?
Yeah.
Because the malicious communications offences, which is under which you were prosecuted, such as sending grossly offensive messages.
Section 127, British law. An offence under Section 127, CA 2003, may be committed in a number of different ways. Section 127.1. An offender sends or causes to be sent via a public communications network a communication that is either grossly offensive or of an indecent, obscene, or menacing character, for the purpose of causing annoyance, inconvenience, or anxiety to another. An offender sends or causes to be sent a communication that the offender knows to be false or persistently makes use of public electronics communications network.
Can receive a hate crime sentence uplift if motivated by hostility towards a protected characteristic like race, religion, sexual orientation, or disability. So you got an uplifted sentence. They they basically said you had committed a hate crime by using that F word,
Yeah.
which, given that you had no intent to be homophobic with it, for the reasons you've outlined, just seems preposterous.
Yeah.
In a private text message to somebody
I didn't even say to the person.
who you were angry with because you had been assaulted.
Yes.
I mean, has anything happened about the assault?
When I was in the hospital, the police were called by the doctors and nurses, and everyone in question were arrested at that given point. Then I ended up getting arrested a week after that.
And what's happened with the...
No one ever came back to me to discuss that. No one wanted statements from me. They were just obviously more, it seemed like they were more
There's been no
concerned.
prosecution?
No.
So the fact you were assaulted was deemed to be less serious, it would appear, than the fact you'd used this F word in communication, private communication with this woman you'd had a falling out with.
Yeah.
And this isn't the only case like this. Here's another case in Great Britain where a woman was arrested for offensive words, where she called her migrant attacker filthy after he spit in her face.
You have a problem with my words?
Yes.
Because a filthy migrant just spat on me.
Yeah, that is
And you've got the issue with
We
me.
have a duty to challenge that language, yeah, because we're police officers and it's...
Because he's filthy and he's a migrant and he attacked me like the other one.
We're trying to help you report
which is
that,
offensive, isn't
but
it?
we can't not challenge that language because...
There's
it
people
can
in the
be-
public.
Okay, what's your numbers? So you'll find my language offensive. 1483
Yeah, I do find it...
3028
I'm still happy to help you with your crime, but we have to
1192.
challenge you when you use language like that.
Especially when you're
Because it's the
here
law.
in the public as well, because obviously the people walking past us.
I think that's fair.
They would walk
Well,
past us.
I think filthy migrants attacking English people is
Yeah,
disgusting,
but you're also swearing as well, madam.
and that's an issue.
Well, we
Since
deserve
when
to
is swearing a
We deserve
crime?
to get spoken to with respect too. Like
And you're in public where there's people, kids
we're
not too
human
far
beings
away.
just doing our job.
People
and
can hear that.
You're...
Well, I'm not interested in a PC lecture. If you want
I'm
to
not
take
here
my
to give you a
details,
lecture,
that's fine.
And this phenomenon, sadly, is not isolated to Great Britain. It is actually happening across all of Europe. Here's an especially egregious case from Germany.
Recent hate crime conviction in Germany really shocked me and showed how Western society holds hate crimes to be much worse than actual crimes, even the gang rape of a child. So this stemmed from a horrific rape case. A drunk 15-year-old girl was raped by a group of men in a park in Hamburg. The rapist stole her wallet and phone, so she was unable to call the police or her friends. There are reports that the attack was filmed and shared on WhatsApp, calling nearby friends of the rapists to come and join in. And they did. When the police examined her, they recovered DNA from 9 different men. The rapists were a smorgasbord of identities with an Egyptian, a Libyan, a Kuwaiti, a Pole, an Iranian, an Armenian, an Afghan, a Syrian and a Montenegrin. Only one of them was given any jail time, however. Germans were understandably outraged about this. A 20-year-old from Hamburg got hold of one of the rapist's phone numbers and messaged him, calling him a disgraceful rapist pig and a disgusting freak. So that's a 20-year-old woman messaging a rapist, calling him a pig. The rapist went to the police, and the woman who sent this message was charged by the police for insulting the rapist. She was sentenced to a weekend in jail. Incredibly, this was a more severe sentence than the rapist himself was handed.